Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of what we saw yesterday. Players really taking advantage of this front nine. Lots of birdies.
Playing with Brooke, Na-Ren An, not to be outdone. Talented rookie, part of a tremendous class of first-year players.
Race to the Globe, needs to get inside 100 for her tour card.
That was for 4 straight birdies for Esther Henseleit. But Maya Stark has made a massive move in her debut as an LPGA member. She won as a non-member just a few weeks ago.
Let's go over to the 7th, and this is an eagle putt for Lilia Vu.
Left herself nicely below the hole, but that'll be an easy birdie for her.
Yeah, nice bounce back. She bogeyed the 3rd hole today. Karen Stupple's out there watching that final 3 ball. Andrea Lee, Ayaka Furue, and Lilia Vu. So Lilia makes her 2nd birdie of the round. She gets it 14 under par.
Got to see it going in at about 5 o'clock, maybe even 4 o'clock. Nice play.
Got to take advantage of the 7th today. And it's playing basically like a par 4. The average is 4.12. Put away now for her birdie.
Just uphill here, Tom.
Good girl.
So
No nerves in that putt.
No.
Na-Ren An to take the outright lead. We've been talking about the rookie since day 1 here in 2022. The week began with talk of Nelly Korda having a chance to move to #1 in the world, with Jin Young Ko now out with a wrist injury. Nelly is in neutral with the last couple of days. That birdie at the 12th. This is Amy Olsen having a really good day today. She's 5 under at this point. Oh, asked for it to sit, hit the stick. Look at
Her reaction.
Yeah.
Had to drop. The actual 2 club links was pretty close to where her feet were, but dropped it in the thicker stuff anyway, because the ball would have probably rolled up against the cut and played a lovely little shot there.
Daniela Darclea's 2nd. I like that golf swing. And she's going to like this result. So Daniela Darclea is going to have a putt to get it to 16 under par.
11.
On 2nd up the hill. Flag today tucked on the left side of the green. But for these players, I think it's a good birdie opportunity.
Not so worried about results, just one shot at a time, which we all want to do. We'll try to do.
Been solid from here, and I think pretty level-headed to walk off this hole with a bogey.
Good spot to putt from here, Tom. Pretty much straight up the hill.
7 under for the day. You start to think about course records here. They've gone low in the past here. 61, Se Young Kim in 2019. There's been some 62s as well. Back on the 9th with Danielle Darclea. This to tie the lead at 16 under par. Great chance for birdie here. So this hole has served her well over the weekend. And that short bunker. Now Vu.
It's just a smooth 8-iron. Really high flighted shot from 146.
It's fine.
Just trying to chop it out of that squirrely little lie. She managed this beautifully, Tom.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot from Furue. Should save the par. Got that little putt.
And I think that's why we've seen that trend. It's just not that easy to play with the lead.
Par putt here for Lilia Vu. That was very well done.
It was. 2nd time she's done that today. She did it on the 4th as well, where she blew her first putt way past and made the comebacker.
Slightly out of position at the 10th for Darclea at the par 5. From just off the front at the 12th, Na-Ren An.
Na-Ren An tied for the lead. Par 3, the flag today on the bottom tier. It's the smaller of the 2 tiers, but there is a bit of a backdoor. She's not going to need it.
But it's tough when you get an opportunity like this to pass up playing in an LPGA event, which...
3rd shot at the par 5 10 for Andrea Lee.
She was forced to lay up. Tee shot was a bit too far left, but this is nice.
Oh, dances around the cup.
Had 207 yards to this flag and chose to lay up.
Was it a lie situation, Karen?
No, the lie was fine. She had a shot. I think just the water was looming. Being on the left side kind of points you a bit out to the right. And there was a bit of a wait for her, and the shadow, like her shadow was all over the ball. And I think when you stood there and you looked at it,
just 2 eagles this year, and there's the third.
This is Chella Choi, who's on a bit of a late charge here. This one will move a little right to left, and Chella Choi with 3 birdies in a row. She gets to 14 under par, a couple behind, a winner on the tour. This is the 11th. Daniela Darkea under the trees over on the right side.
Trying to go under the first tree, up over the
what a
next.
shot.
Wow, Tom.
How about that? So just a 4 for Daniela Darkea, and she'll remain at 16 under par, tied for the lead.
200 victories on Korean players. Hannah Green. How close did that pitch, Kay?
Well, it landed about at the hole. One hopped and a nice sit back. Really well done.
this one drawing just a little bit left of the flag, but if it stops,
It's going to be great, Karen. Yeah, one of the better approaches we've seen. So Andrea Lee will have a putt to get into that group at 16 under par.
and the ball is actually sitting down just a little bit in this first cut. Great angle, but more difficult to control.
Oh, he did not do it. He could have landed just into the rough. Wow. Just a little bit downhill and then almost back uphill right there. Wow, gave it way too much.
Wei Wei Zhang, the 25-year-old from China, the rookie this year, been playing most of the year on the Epsom Tour. Been having a good week here, and that gets her to 14 under par, so she's only a couple back. She was 193rd. Now Lilia Vu from behind the green at 11 for birdie.
Tom, it's never a fun place to be. Putting back down the hill here on the 11th.
It's trying to get down there. Tough to leave that one short. And Andrea Lee, birdie chance.
It is. They pray down the hill, but really solid looking stroke. Oh,
She's moved.
just so hard when you're above the hole here, Tom. You have to putt so defensively.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it on line when you're hitting it so soft.
She switched to this putter just a few weeks ago, just before Canada, to help her square the face up a little bit more. Used to putt with a little bit more of a blade.
Well, and she's left herself in a really good spot below the hole. Can be aggressive with this.
She made 3-3 to start the back nine for Ayaka Futaway, and she moves to 16 under par. So could be a second win on the LPGA Tour for Futaway. Yeah, nicely done. 1 under for the day.
One of the 5 at 16 under is Ecuador's Daniela Darkea, third at the par 5 12th.
Yeah, she's a little bit closer to the green, so make that shot a little bit easier.
Let's go to the 15th. Narin An, one of those joint leaders. Flag today towards the back of the green here. That's safely in the middle. Ryan O'Toole for a birdie. That looks good. Oh, Ryan O'Toole. And she does. Has had success on the Ladies European Tour, as we mentioned, but that doesn't always equate to success on the LPGA. Coming across playing in the US is not easy.
And see if Darkea can get to 17 under. Bogey free today, 4 under. Ooh.
She's got a very simple move. Dad is her coach, but she's really able to adjust on the fly because she keeps it so simple with her movement.
Yes, you mentioned there are 4 regular season events after this for players to keep their cards, so we'll be keeping an eye on those CME standings. Henderson for a birdie at 15. That gets her, well, gives her a chance. She's got 3 holes to go. She might need to birdie.
Andrea Lee at 12.
It's from 77 yards. Got a hop. Oh, that's nice.
On with the comeback of a par. Okay. 3 holes to go.
Well, and this one is downhill, and you can almost feel the urgency out here on the golf course for every single opportunity you get to take advantage of. And she's not going to do it here.
Yeah, it's that balance, Karen, between staying patient, but yet feeling like you got to get something going.
Just the distance control on her short stuff has been magnificent. Yeah.
She just has such repeatable tempo on every part of her game.
All to play for as we come down the stretch here at the AmazingCre Portland Classic.
Very speedy putt downhill.
Can she join the fray? Maybe.
A little bit of hurt funneling down this hole, but not a great deal. So you've got to start this just a hair right of the flag, let it draw. This one drawing nicely. Another great shot.
That is spot on for length.
Back to 13.
Lilia Vu.
And this is a high draw right at the flag.
Yeah, very good. Some action on that as well. And trying to win on the LPGA in the same season. Now Maya Stark for birdie at 15. This can be quick, but it can also go in the middle. How about that? So Maya Stark.
It is, and being able to keep it below the hole gives her the advantage of being a little bit more aggressive on the putts.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Right in the heart. And just at the right time for Lilia Vu.
For Andrea, and has been rolling the ball well. Don't see this being too much of a problem. There you go.
Andrea Lee is starting to catch fire here. That's 3 birdies in the last 4 holes, and she's at 17 under par, tied for the lead with Esther Henseleit, a player who's had a breakout year.
Just like Narin on a moment ago.
Hold this trophy.
It's been the hardest green to hit on the golf course today. 17, one of the toughest holes out there, and Narin on is making it look easy with that approach shot.
Par putt for Daniela Darquea to stay 1 back at 14.
Shouldn't be a lot of movement in this. Should have seen what it did going past the hole. Maybe just not quite enough pace. Broke off just a hair at the end, but that's going to be very disappointing with the wedge in your hands.
Ended up coming up short. Let's go to 14.
Andrea Lee's approach.
This is a gap wedge from 105, and it's another good-looking wedge.
That's the 3rd one on the back 9 that has taken a peek.
Let's go to 14.
Final group, Lilia Vu.
That was from 76 yards. I mean, pressure really being applied by Andrea Lee right now.
These two know each other well. Right, back we go to 14. Lilia Vu for birdie.
Well, can she turn in the good speed putt on the previous hole into another one here? Oh.
Vu and Lee, as we said, know each other well. Both grew up in Southern California. Vu played for UCLA.
It's 17, the hardest hole on the golf course.
And it's just all systems go out here on the golf course, isn't it? Everything's happening all at once, and you can hear it reverberating around these trees. Yeah. That's it now.
Wow. I mean, what a comeback after bogeying 2 and 3.
Well, it does, especially now Andrea Lee has been playing some great golf.
You love the putting stroke. You have all year.
Yeah, really solid.
She's had a couple of sixes, a few double bogeys on the card, and 4 over for the day, but that is a highlight for the Japanese rookie. So she makes back-to-back birdies, trying to repair some of the damage. Check in with Paula Rito. 1 under for the day. This one's going to make it, isn't it? Yeah, it's quick right to left. So
She's quite a long way from the flag at 170, but we know you don't need to land it all the way back there because that's trouble, so only 160 would probably be the number.
It's going to work out well, Karen.
That high ball flight really helps. Well, that's what we're surprised to see at the top, and I mean, hitting the fairways, hitting the greens, really key around this golf course. This one just a bit left though. Should play though.
Yeah, and it's going to test her putter somewhat, and certainly with the speed.
This is our top tracer technology. Nearly made ace here yesterday. She might need an ace. Have a chance to win today. She might get an ace.
Oh, what touch is this? Wow.
Two great amateurs trying to win for the first time.
Now Vu for a birdie of 15. Yes. 16 under par, still has a chance.
Tied for the lead on the 17th hole before Ataya Titakun pulled out a playoff victory.
You know, really the story of these last sort of 5 holes or so for Fudaway is the inability to get the ball within realistic range for birdie chances.
This is getting more.
See a man making from there.
Incredible. Ayaka Fudaway.
Have to at least make birdie, you would think. Still might not be enough.
17.
Yeah, tough putt from back here for Dakea. But she has knocked it in for birdie. So that gets her to 17 under par. She's 2 back. She's going to need a birdie at 18, you would think. But if she does get to 18 under, that is tough to swallow. Second shot for Fudaway.
Much easier spot here. That's from 137. This is just a little bit right at the flag. It's got to go.
Another shot we've seen her hit a couple times today. A little bit.
Send this one up in the air. Get it to land and stop quick.
It's one of the things she's really been working on with Brian Lederer. They started working together a few months ago, and it's on getting more height on the golf ball. And I mean, on firm greens, it's tough. It's tough to beat.
The lie is quite fluffy, so the ball's sitting down. Steep bunker face ahead of her. Got to land this on a downslope. Oh, this is wonderful.
Terrific shot.
Walk down 18 and make a par, but you know, anything can happen on 18. What a 4. That was one for the books.
That looked like a 4 the whole way, Kay. Wow.
Daniela Darkea in that group at 17 under at the 18th hole. Second shot.
Has to be thinking she needs a birdie right now. And if she knows where she stands, there are scoreboards around on these last few holes.
This is really straightforward. It's one of those ones that you kind of feel like you might have a chance to make.
Might need to make it.
Certainly not taking a lot of time.
No, this is a good strike, drawing towards the hole. Lovely shot.
2 putts from there for her first career victory. Karen, we're looking at our insights by KPMG. The ball striking sublime. And here's a huge shot.
From only 110. Great example right there.
I mean, you can tell the height that she's able to get with her irons.
Andrea walking in really quickly after it.
Has she done it again?
Oh my goodness, what a fabulous effort.
A breakthrough victory for Andrea Lee. She wins the AmazingCre Portland Classic, and the former #1 ranked amateur